Hi, Phil Lindsay here with Peep magazine, here with John Gibson from the Chronicle of basically the best known journalist in the northeast of England in terms of sport. You'd have to say that, John.
Maybe. I've been around long enough to qualify anyway.
And we're here to talk boxing.
Absolutely. Great love of mine has been all my life. We went through a period where there was a dearth in the northeast, talking about professional boxing. It was magnificent in the 30s and the 40s. And then when New St James's Hall was going by the football ground, went into a dip. We got McCrory, we got Billy Hardy in, we got John Davison, which was a terrific time. Dip again, but it's really exciting times now because so many amateurs are now turning pro, which is a terrific sign because that's what's important.
And they've got the platform now.
They have, and this is very unusual. You've got to go back to the 30s and 40s to see anything like what is happening today. The big boost it's having. And yes, if we can get a couple of gold nuggets come out of this, wouldn't that be wonderful to get back amongst the champions? And you know, any professional sport is only as good as its grassroots, and the grassroots of professional boxing has never been livelier than it is now, and it's exciting times with local shows on, showcasing exclusively local talent. That is terrific, and if we can get some guys coming out of that, and we have had, you know, with John Lewis, Dickinson, Glenford, various people, there is a sign that that's going to happen, and Mark Clauzel is signing these guys today. There we go again. You know, maybe some guy out of these sitting here today is going to hit the headlines. And talking to one or two guys, I mean, John Davison was 29 when he went into the pro game. And then very quickly won a British title, had intercontinental titles and fought for a world title. So it's never too late. You might have to short-circuit your route if you're older, but it's never too late. And it's just terrific to see so much upsurge, again, right on the banks of the Tyne.
Well, with there being so many more boxers locally now, one thing we've found over the last, say, 18 months is you get more local derbies, local guys fighting, which brings more
That's the incentive.
Out the atmosphere, brings more out the fighters.
Sure.
And
there's nothing like a Newcastle-Sunderland derby, whether it's at football or whether it's in boxing or whatever it is. I think that's important, and that will bring crowds. And I mean, what you guys are doing, Peep magazine, very important to boxing. I mean, to pro boxing, there's that little part of it where there's nothing, you know, at the bottom, where you need the publicity, you need somebody to be banging the gong and blowing the trumpet on behalf of everybody. And
it gives the fans the chance to get to know the boxers.
Without a shadow of doubt, because, you know, it's easy enough to put on a bill and say, here it is, and they're all local fighters. But if the local people don't know anything about them, it's difficult. And that's where you guys come in and you give the room to be able to promote these guys, tell the public who these fellas are, get the interest going in the derbies and all that sort of thing. It can only be good for professional boxing, and it's very necessary. And as somebody that's been around the amateur game and the pro game up here for donkey's years, I really am delighted that you fellas are plugging the gap, the Peep magazine, that needs to be plugged at that sort of level. So good on you.
Thank you very much, John. Bless your cotton socks, pal. I know you're busy. I'll let you go.
Care, big man.
You take care, John.
Nice to see you.
Bye-bye.